Blog Talk Radio.
No weapons of mass destruction were found.
Are you kidding me? Do you buy that? There were.
Doctor.
Yeah.
I was 5 and he was 6. We rode on horses made of sticks. He wore black and I wore white.
Come on, let us shoot.
He would always
Blair.
ring the bell, bang, 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 bang.
Hey, I need to get the brass to drop ramps. I got a wounded girl. We need to take the rest of mile.
Oh, it's their fault for bringing their kids to a battle.
That's right.
The main reason we went into Iraq at the time was we thought he had weapons of mass destruction. It turns out he didn't, but he had the capacity to make weapons of mass destruction. But I also talked about the human suffering in Iraq.
Hello, boys and girls. I have a special message.
You walk into this room at your own risk, because it leads to the future. Not a future that will be, but one that might be. This is not a new world. It is simply an extension of what began in the old one. It has patterned itself after every dictator who has ever planted the ripping imprint of a boot on the pages of history since the beginning of time. It has refinements, technological advances, and a more sophisticated approach to the destruction of human freedom. But like every one of the super-states that preceded it, it has one iron rule.
Yeah, I got you.
Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace.
Be patient.
In the councils of government,
I gotta go.
we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought,
Just
by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence. It is a system which has constricted vast human...
Okay, everybody, Joseph Gibson podcasting here live. A little bit of a late show here tonight, but I do want to do, we got some live people here on the phone line here from Minnesota. And Minnesota obviously is the focal point here right now of the corporate news media and social media, and a lot's been going on because obviously another individual has been murdered. And I don't want to say black because black, we start categorizing people, and that's what they want us to do, and they want to turn it into a racial epithet. That's not what it's all about. What it is this is tyranny, and there's no reason why a police officer should be kneeling down on a man's throat, suffocating him to death while he's saying, "I cannot breathe." And tyranny for what? What did the man really do? I mean, was he murdering a baby? What was he doing? Why? But there are heroes, right? There's the men and women in uniform. There are heroes. I don't want your protection, you bat faggot. I don't want it. I'll protect myself. I got my 4 walls around me right now. I'll protect myself. I don't want to call 911. I don't need your 911. I don't need you. And most of America feels the same way right now. We're sick and tired of your corrupt courts. We're sick and tired of your CPS crap. We're sick and tired of you kidnapping children. We're sick and tired of the whole damn thing. And the people are getting fed up. We're fed up. And look, I served, you served, I served, you served, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're serving this multitude of criminals in Washington, D.C. that do not appreciate us as a people. The system is corrupt. It needs to be broken down, dismantled, and start of anew. Now, I've always agreed that the Constitution is a good basis to start it at. Start off with the Constitution. It's a great document to build off of. And the Constitution gives us that authority. But I want to get to live reports here from Minnesota. I really do. And I will be calling the bat faggots out there. And, of course, what happens when I do that? Usually I get nothing in return, but sometimes I get some live people out there. But I want to clear them off so bad. But I do have a caller here from Minnesota that was on before the show started. And I want her to talk. And she's been on this show before, and she's out in Minnesota. And it's a little amazing that Minnesota is the focal point right now. Minnesota, Omar country, that Muslim little rich bitch, whatever the hell you want to call her. And, do they accept Federal Reserve notes out there at Walmart? We did that back on the Zoom platform. But I want to get to 320 here. Go ahead, 320, I'm going to give you the floor. Go ahead. Tell us what's going on out there. Give us a live report. Tell us what's going on. Tell us what the people need to do. Is this a spark? What do we need to do?
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Okay, as you can see, a man was, in my words, brutally murdered. Okay. Over a counterfeit $20 bill at a gas station down the road. That's all it was. Okay, I had to wake up this morning to my children on YouTube that came across these videos. We had mixed emotions going through my household. And for my kids to look at me and see the fire in my eyes and said, Mom, I'm so glad we didn't go, because they know what I would have done. A full-blown riot broke out. A friendly assembly turned into a full-blown riot, and then it died down. Well, currently, as we speak right now, them officers are still cornered in their precinct, and they are shooting into the crowd. Tear gas, rubber bullets. I mean, currently, as we speak, another riot is about to take place. And I'm with them. Don't back down. Stand your ground.
Where's the militia? Where are the militia of Minnesota? I hear about this militia. I've been doing research about the militia and everything. Where's the militia groups out there that are supposed to keep law and order? Why isn't the militia intervening? Why aren't they arresting these police? I mean, why are the police and the people on one side? Why are the people on one side and the police on the other? What's going on here? I mean, how can we have a median of people of common sense where it doesn't have to go instill into violence, and we burn down our neighborhoods and our city, and we kill each other over what? Yes, a crime has occurred, but do you have any solutions? I mean, is there anything that can be done here? What advice can you give to the people out there? Because I got a bunch of people from Minnesota right now on the line right now, and I'm screening their calls right now, so I want to make sure.
Right, I'm not sure where the militia is on this. But at this standpoint, from what I am seeing, I think it would make matters worse. Right now, with the people not backing down, I mean, they're shooting at people for voicing their opinions. They're not throwing anything, right? The people are not throwing into the brigade right now. They're not. But we are getting shot at currently.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm watching it right now on Hannity. I'm watching it right now in my studio right now. I'm watching on Hannity, CNN. I'm watching the people be shot at, and I'm watching the people march in the streets, and there's no violence. The people aren't burning anything. I'm watching this live, and I'm watching cops shoot at the people. Shoot, and this is crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's out of control. Not on the people's standpoint, I don't believe.
How far away are you actually from the live things that are happening that we see? An hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
So it's a ripple effect to your neighborhoods, obviously. An hour and a half is not that far. If you're driving 65 miles an hour into a neighborhood, and I know you do a lot of things on Facebook and watch parties and everything, and you're very proactive in what's going on. And we know the corporate media is not really going to tell us everything that's really going on and what the facts of what's going on. But before I get to other callers here who may want to interact with you, and there are probably some people that want to interact with you, what do the people do at this point? What is the answer to all this? What is the answer? Do we allow more people to die? I mean, that was an innocent life. That man that died had a family. I don't know too much about him. I don't know him personally, but he had family. That was a human being that died. For what? For what? For what, man? For what? And how many of us do have to die out there before we say enough is enough? I don't know.
Yeah, good question,
I'm going to turn it back
Joe.
over to you.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say, because I am very firm. Like, if I was there at the moment, I wouldn't back down. because that's not who I am. It's time. Right now,
I know.
in Minnesota,
You stood up to
now.
You stood up to your local legislators. I've seen the videos. I mean, if people don't know, this caller right here has been on YouTube and on Facebook. A friend of mine on Facebook that have stood up and questioned these people about CPS and the child kidnapping and everything. And it's just like you said, you're lost for words right now. And the thing of it is, what do we do? How do we attack this? You know, I mean, what? How do we put a stop to this? Why should one more life die? Because they're standing up to tyranny, or they're caught in the mix of tyranny. A fake $20 bill that's worth a man's life. Come on, man.
Right.
Come on.
Right. And from this standpoint as well, you know, legally I don't know what to do, but lawfully I know what to do. Stand your ground and don't back down. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Don't back down. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Don't back down. But
leave no man behind.
Yeah. Well, yeah, leave nobody behind. And the question is that there are a lot of people being left behind right now. And this gentleman who lost his life for what? A counterfeit $20 bill, you're saying. And you're out there in Minnesota, so you would know. You'll get actual more honest news reports than what we get here in North Carolina, where I'm from.
What drives me the most is the people videotaping these live feeds did nothing but just, he's not breathing. If I was there, I would have knocked that fucking cop on his fucking ass.
Oh,
amen. Pushed his ass out of the way.
Damn. I believe you would.
I'm sorry. I'm just, I mean, something would have been done.
Yeah, where were the people? That's what we need to get to here now. Why aren't the people helping? I mean, why take a video? You know what? You see a man being choked to death, a knee being suffocating him to death. Instead of taking a damn cell phone picture so you can put it up on YouTube, charge that bastard and knock him off that man so he can breathe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? How many people on social media would come to your aid? They'd come to your aid in a second. I mean, there's still good people out there. There is. And you know what? That man could be alive right now. And that's a damn shame. And, you know, and it's not about race. It's not about, you know, he's a black guy, this and that. And, you know, because a lot of white people suffer the same fate that man suffered. But the thing of it is that we don't need to turn this into a racial thing. What we need to do is turn this into a tyranny thing. Tyranny of the government. And the government is suppressing us. And look, man, I mean, like you said, I'm a loss for words, too. I don't know. I'm going to take a couple callers here and see what they got to offer here. I'm going to take one of our callers that we do know here, Mendelicon. I'll take him. He's down here, so I'll take him and see what he has to say. And then I'm going to call the Minneapolis Police Department live on my show and demand some answers. And I bet they'll be rude, arrogant, and disrespectful like they always are. Go ahead, Mendelicon. I'll give you the floor, and I got a bunch of private callers. Go ahead.
All right. Much love, much respect to everyone who's on the lines tonight or who's in the ethos trying to figure this thing out, but everyone has to fit in where they get in. Not get in where you fit in. You have to fit in where you get in. That's the past. Now, you got to get in where you fit in with the past. Now it's fit in where you get in. Where you get in, that's where you fit. If you don't get in, the state wins. Now, I just want to start off with this. Evil wins when good people do nothing. That's first and foremost. Evil will win when good people do nothing. And it's extraordinary to know that the evil is just by a handful of state-sponsored terrorists, and then there's a multitude of good people. And I want to go first back to right now, what's going down on the ground. It's not a black protest. It's not a black, whatever you want to call it. If you look at what's going on, there's a United Nations of people. That's where Martin Luther King said the voiceless eruption is the correct answer, even though it's not correct. Like Spike Lee made a movie, if you're upset, do the wrong thing. It was called Do the Right Thing, but it's really the wrong thing, because if you riot, you demonstrate, you protest, you picket, the state going to still be in power. The state is going to still be in power. But the extraordinary thing about this is that if you look at the cameras, what's going on, even the major media, they're not covering this. They're not covering it. Not the way they're supposed to.
Well, actually, Mandela-Con, I'm looking at Fox News now live.
All the news stations are there.
Yeah, they are. They are covering it on the flat screen TV.
Okay.
They are.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. And notice that all this is going around throughout the world as we under this so-called worldwide lockdown and slavery. And also, I want to throw in the fact that y'all know just in a few weeks, this thing called Liberty, Justice, and Independence, this 4th of July is coming. This is going to be like a 4th of July like never before because everybody knows there's no such thing as liberty, freedom, justice, and total independence. But I want to go from that because I want to say that the revolution is here, and it's not a black thing, and I'm going to help you understand. It's not about black versus white. It's about wrong versus right based on what you see going down in the silent times we live in today in Minnesota. So you don't have the militia who's demonstrating out of Capitol. They're mostly white. And by the way, in Wilmington, we had 50 armed white militia protested in Wilmington with 70% black, 5% Latino, 10% white. But none of us black knew anything about the demonstration that the militia.
Yeah, why wasn't that on the news? Why wasn't that on the news, Mandela-Con? Why wasn't that on the news? Why wasn't that on the news where the black men were holding guns and 10% of the white people were?
At the same day, a 29-year-old guy.
Because we all know I'm a racist, you know.
Sheldon Francis, that's his name, Sheldon Francis. He went in Bear, Delaware, which is about 10 miles from Wilmington, and he killed an 86-year-old veteran and his wife at the Veterans Memorial on Friday, the same day that the militia came in Wilmington, 50 strong.
Hey, Mandela-Con, I've got the police department on the line here. I got them on the line. I want to call them real quick. I just lost them. I want to call them back here. I want to see if I can get them on the line here.
Okay.
Call them, Joe.
Yep, I'm calling them.
You can call them on.
Numbers
but hold on. Until you get them on, let me show you.
Go ahead,
Mandela.
All right, Mandela-Con, you got to be quiet. Hello?
If your call is regarding the recent police incident over the weekend, please contact the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension at 651-793-7000. Thank you.
I need that number. Someone post that in the chat room. Hang on, I'm gonna put them on hold. I'll put them on hold. That was interesting. I need that number, folks. Post that in the chat room. I've got another number to call. But hang on, Mandela-Con, you interrupted me there when I had them on the line here. I did have them on, and they posted me to that. But I do have another number here because I did speak to them off air actually, and they did say they had somebody that would make a comment on my show. So that's very important. So just please, we are live, and let me call this number that I was given.
You're the producer, and that was your error, not mine. Because you said Mandela-Con.
Mandela-Con, all right, Mandela-Con, I'm gonna have to mute you. If you keep talking. Come on, let me call the numbers that I was given, okay? And then we'll carry on with the show. All right, let's do that. And see, now I just messed up with the number. Oh, boy, it was a 612 number. Obviously, Minnesota knows that's a Minnesota number. 263. I was given the number to call, and someone would give me a live comment on my show. That's what they told me, all right? And that's what I did. And it's not about promotion of my show. It's about getting a live comment. And hopefully I can get someone live here right now. So let's see what happens, please. Just everyone be respectful. All right, I'm not going to get anybody there on that line. Okay, that's obvious. All right, Mandela-Con, go ahead, continue on. I'll get the number up when I can. Go ahead, continue on. Go ahead. And then I got a bunch of other people that press number one.
I want you to look at what actually happened, and don't nobody tell me, well, we didn't see all the video. I want you to hear me clearly. For a conspiracy, 4 little pigs should be charged with the conspiracy to commit capital murder. Who am I talking about? The little one who was interacting with the people, he's guilty, and the 2 who had his legs and torso locked in. They are just as guilty as the guy who might have been 170, maybe 200 pounds, who knows, who put his knee and all his weight. And the eerie part of it was that if you notice, he never used his hands. He never used his hands. He put his hands in the pocket like he was some angelic being, and he never blinked. This was a drone. This was a man under mind control of MK Ultra. Him and the other three, and including the little midget.
But it doesn't matter what he was under control. He's representing the people, and he murdered a man. He murdered a man, obviously.
No. He did not murder a man. I'm telling you, four of those pigs murdered a man, and you're trying to make it like he did it alone. He was not alone.
Look, I'm just going on what you said. Listen. 4, 5, 6, the whole department should be under investigation. I'm just saying that man, the guy that put the knee on the man's throat should be under arrest for murder. Yes. All right?
That's what you're saying, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying the other three that participated in the conspiracy, they should be indicted under the capital murder offense because they were just as guilty as a conspirator to kill the man. Now, let me look at the people who said, with the cameras, all the people who were standing out there, they are just as guilty as well. And here's the deal. When you heard somebody saying, what y'all doing, bro? Why y'all got to do that, bro? This is not right, bro. You heard the word bro. I don't know how many times.
Mendelicon, I know you're trying to make a point here, but I've got a bunch of people on the phone line here. Please make your point.
There was no brothers out there, and there was no people's representatives out there, not even the people with them goddamn cameras.
All right, well, they are now. They are now. Mendelicon, I got to mute you right there. Mendelicon, you're just going to have to hold on because I got a bunch of people here that want to queue in here. So private caller, go ahead. Private caller, go ahead. Press number 1, you want to queue in. Private caller.
Good evening. This is Dr. Peter Palventura from Terryville, Connecticut. How are you, Dr. Joseph?
All right, I'm doing good, but Dr. Peter Ventura, this is not the show for you tonight, so I appreciate you waiting on hold, but that's not the show. Next private caller, go ahead. Next private caller.
I'm unmuted.
Yes, you are.
Am I
ahead.
unmuted? Oh, okay.
Yes,
now, I'm confused. The incident that the lady was talking about, is she talking about the man that was killed because he had a counterfeit $20 bill? Is that what you're saying, or I'm not understanding?
Yes,
okay.
That's what we're talking about, yes.
The number 1, Honorable Joe Gibson, when you came on, you started calling our police the government. Our employees, and I keep saying this, and now the Caucasians are listening to me, so you fit into that. The bottom line is we the people are the government in this country.
Yes, we are.
And not our employees. They're supposed to ask us, what do we want and need? Now, I'm not understanding this counterfeit thing, but I've been investigating that for some time, especially the Chinese, the South America, Mexico, you name it. Russians, all of them have counterfeited our money. I have documents where the North Koreans.
But what does that have to do with a man losing his life? Why is that man losing his life?
I'm begging you to listen, please. That's why we're in this mess now. Because we think we're supposed to listen to our employees. That's why all of this lockdown has happened. All of you are locked down. Now, through my efforts the other week, these Caucasians started listening to me, and they said, no, we do have unalienable rights. I've given you the definition of that. They're not teaching that in school. That's why they can lock the schools down, too. They don't teach them anything. Unalienable means no one can take them away, can't be given away, and cannot be separated. Now, the bottom line here is this young man, what I would first of all want to know, what store did he go to? Was it a Dominican store? Was it one of these foreigners? Why did they just shoot him for the counterfeit money? And then furthermore, I want to know how did they know it was counterfeit? I mean, we're going and saying, yeah.
There you go. That's a great
media.
question.
I've been in this industry for 50 years, and the bottom line is they give us fake news. They know what's going to make us argue with each other instead of looking for the facts. I was trained, and I only bring forth facts, truth, and information, okay? And I took my oath of office as an E5. I never untook my oath.
All right, we don't need to get into that. But that was a great point you just brought up. How do we know it's counterfeit?
Of my word, melanin enriched. And I already told
look, if
you,
you're gonna talk over me, I'm gonna mute you.
On the internet, on the stock exchange. Now I need to know what kind of man was this that was shot for $20. The other degenerate that shot him.
Thank you.
Huh?
Okay. That's what we're trying to get at. That's what we're trying to get at.
Who did the store person do it, or the police came there and did? I'm confused.
Okay, all right. Let's go back to the woman in Minnesota. All right. Hang on. All right, let's go back to the female in Minnesota. Jamie, can you please explain where did you get this information from, and why was he murdered?
The information comes from live feeds off YouTube, live feeds, not fake news broadcast feeds. Okay? What happened was he went into a grocery store, paid with a fake $20 bill, whatever. I've come across fake bills that I've even gotten from a bank. It happens everywhere. Pulled over down the road from that place, taken out of his vehicle.
From the store? From the store owner?
Yeah, he left the store, got pulled over by these police officers.
Okay, so not the store owner. What kind of store was it?
It was just a convenience store is all they said.
I need to know
store.
The ethnicity of the store. That's number one. Number two, any idiot knows that the fact is if someone has a fake $20 bill, they should find out where it came from, because are they coming from the banks? And why didn't they
come on.
Now look,
not everybody knows that. Hang on.
I've been in financial banking industry also.
Yeah, you have, but they weren't.
Wrong thing.
All right, hang on. I gotta mute you. Okay, listen. You're a store owner, okay? You're not looking at a $20 bill and saying, this came from a Dominican store. Hey, everybody, this is a Dominican store owner. Let's go get him. I don't understand your question. Why does it matter what the ethnicity of the store owner is? Now, can you answer that question, please? I'm going to unmute you. If you're going to talk over me, I'm going to keep muting you. So just let's have a conversation here.
The fact of the matter is, a guy pleaded for his last breath.
Young lady.
All right, hang on. Go ahead, Minnesota. Go ahead. She's going to talk over you, and then I'll give her the floor after you speak. Go ahead.
Okay, I said the fact of the matter is a man pleaded for his last breath.
That's
and wasn't
right.
given a chance for that breath.
You're absolutely right. What difference does it make what color the damn dollar bill was? You know what? If it came from a freaking Dominican store, a Puerto Rican store, a Chinese store, an Asian store, a Vietnamese, Canadian store, a French store, an American store, an Irish store, an Italian store, what difference does it make? And the man had a knee shoved down his damn neck, and he was suffocating, saying, officer, I can't breathe. Help me. And that damn pig, that fat faggot pig, suffocated him and murdered the man. That's
he cried
for
his mother.
Yeah, for God's sake. And this lady's talking about, well, what color was a $20 bill? Come on, man.
No, we can get into that later on when the trial proceeds, but right now a man's life got taken unjustified.
Yeah, amen. That's right. That's right. You're absolutely correct. A man's life was taken. A human being. Look, now, like I said, it doesn't matter, black, it doesn't matter. But they're making it into a racial thing because you see the corporate news media, a black man, white
and I don't
police
care
officer.
About the color, that was another brother
yeah.
from another mother.
Exactly. But that's what they're making it out to be. And the thing is, we don't need to do that. Now, I'll mute you, Angel Lady Glove, and I'll bring you back on. Go ahead.
I would like to know if Jamie Lynn Grubb
God, wrong one. Let me hang up on that idiot. Hang on. Let me get off the phone line.
I don't care, Joe. I don't care.
Go ahead, Angel Lady Love. Go ahead. Is that you? No?
This is Doug.
All right,
I offer blowjobs to preteens.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
Go join
That's what my show consists of. That's what my show consists of. Here we are analyzing a very important topic. And that's what they consist of. Angel Eagle Lady Love, where did you go? You hung up on me. You ran away from the phone conversation. Press 1, and I'll bring it back on. That might be her there. Go ahead. There you go. Go ahead. I got a bunch of callers on the line. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'd like to know if Angel Lady.
No, that's not you. All right, Angel Eagle Lady Love. Go ahead. They calling from a private number. That's the problem. Go ahead. All right. Mandela Khan, I'll bring you back on the floor. Mandela Khan, go ahead. Well, she called in from a private number. That's you got to block her number, and don't block your number. Go ahead, Mandela Khan. I'll give you the floor. Go ahead.
All right, again, now I'm identifying with the lady from Minnesota that you won't say her name, but it's Jamie. But here's where we are.
Yep.
Would y'all witnessed that militia and all those demonstrations that from North Carolina, Virginia, the Michigan militia, the Delaware militia, because all those who came to Wilmington, the 50 of them, they're not answering what's going down at the moment. Neither are the militia, the old Black Panthers, the new Black Panthers, or whatever, Huey Newton Gun Club, or I'm armed and strapped, ready to Second Amendment rights for what is intended.
I got to agree with you, Mandela Khan. I got to agree with you on that. I got to agree with you.
I agree
You're
right now that according to what's going down at the moment, where are you at in Minnesota?
Yeah, where are they? You're right. Where are they? Where is the militia?
Hey,
you have your demonstration.
Unarmed black man. Where's the militia?
You'll have your
you
demonstration
guys.
every Saturday or whatever or what have you when nobody's there, but when the
I
people
will give
need
you another
to
tip
show
on what
that
happened.
we have. No, listen, Jamie, hold on, listen to me.
No,
listen
to this. No, listen to this because it's very important. Precinct called for National Guard to come in. They refused to come in because the National Guard nicely said, we will protect and defend the people.
Okay, Jamie. There was a black police chief in Minnesota.
336 on the line.
And what he did was he fired the four policemen.
I'm going to give you 2 minutes. I got 336. All right, you're going to talk over me.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't need no interruption from you and Jamie. Okay, listen. The black police chief of Minnesota, he fired the 4 little pigs, but he did not persecute them. This is what I'm talking about, that militia that keeps trying to take away from class action 567. Any militia that surrounds the Capitol, they are supposed to arrest the tyrants. They are supposed to arrest the tyrants.
All right, Mandela Khan, I'll agree with you on that, Mandela Khan, because I've called out the militia many times on my show. I'll agree with you on that. 336, go ahead. 336, where are you? Hang on here. Let me scroll down here. I got a bunch of people here. I'm trying to block as many people as I can. 336, go ahead.
Yeah, Jamie said something important there also right there at the end. National Guard said they would protect the people. What about the people's property that all these damn looters are out there destroying right now? I mean, Jesus Christ, it's ridiculous. Every time something happens and given it was wrong, they're destroying the whole fucking town, They have every right to be shot with rubber bullets and tear gas and told to go to hell home. Nobody has the right, no matter what, to go out there and bust people's property up. And if them property owners were there, they would have the right to shoot them to defend your own property. It's everybody's right. So luckily,
is that what's really going on there? 336. 336. Is that what's really going on? Okay, I'm just asking. Is that if that's what
I'm watching it live on the news, and every once in a while they'll stream off and show people jumping through a Family Dollar or Dollar General or AutoZone and grabbing shit off the shelves and coming out with it. They won't show much of that, but they're showing up. Those people care so much about this guy that died innocently in the street that they're going out there to steal rather than being out there protesting. That's the sad part.
I gotta agree with
you.
I gotta agree with you on that. Yeah, that is a sad part.
I agree with you too, Jay.
Yeah, that is, and that's disgusting. That really is. I got to agree with you 100%. I can't argue with that at all. I mean, if you care so much about this man who died, you shouldn't be burning down your next door neighbor's house. You know what I mean?
They do it every time, whether it's something that could be considered justified, or in this case,
now who's
something
they?
that was
Who's they, brother?
stupid.
Who's they? Who's they now? Because I got
people
someone
of the
just
city.
sent me. Who's
the
they?
people of the city. It doesn't matter. There's white people doing it. There's black people doing it, and there's probably towel heads up there doing it. It's being in Minnesota. So.
Okay, go ahead, Mandela Khan. You want to cue in there? It's up to you. If you want to cue in,
great that for the first time that your 336, he's trying to shift the weight away from the tyrants. You see, and because you have a rainbow coalition,
I think he's bringing up a good
point.
I don't know what I'm
listening.
Listen.
If these people want to be heard, if these people want to be heard, there's better ways to do it. Take over a damn radio station.
Who was the people that's doing
TV
it?
signals.
And he showed you
Why
for the
destroy
first time
property?
as riot.
It should be
a
stand firm and don't back down. That's all we need is stand firm and don't back down. There should be no in and out of fucking buildings.
What y'all trying to run from is that these riots, and he said shoot them, these are not these black riots of the 60s. This is the riots of May Day 2020, and it's a multitude of colors of people. They white, they brown, they red, they black. And
it was a multitude
of people burning down their own neighborhood. We got multitudes of people of different colors burning down their own neighborhood.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna let y'all go on, and I'll wait for my next turn. But this is a total. This is a slander against state-sponsored terrorism,
no, it's
and
not.
that's what
No,
we
it's
can
not.
overturn without your ass. It's a
come
slander.
on now.
The four little pigs is not being
slandering
persecuted.
the Energizer Bunny and buy a battery.
And without the stage orchestrated and activated, presented soap, without that, we wouldn't have this anxiety. You know, we wouldn't have the blood pressure going up.
Maybe Mandela Khan, maybe you just brought up a key point. Maybe Mandela Khan, maybe Jessica, who's brought up many points here about separation and everything. Maybe you're right. Maybe the people will never get along because we're too different.
No,
maybe we're
never going
will.
to separate.
You're right.
Because, well, what I'm showing you that right now is going down at the moment.
We'll kill each other, Mandela
you
Khan.
have a new day. We're not going to kill each other. State-sponsored terrorism is going to be overturned by we the people, and there's going to be a multitude of people, black, brown, red, yellow, white, once they get in political formation.
When? You've been saying this for 7 years now. When?
Okay. You and your cohort's been in power for 250 years, but it's over.
Me and my shut the fuck up with your stupid ass shit all the time, Mandela. You and your cohorts and Uncle Scam bullshit. You live here in the United States. They're your fucking cohorts and your Uncle Scam also. So shut the fuck up, replace your smoke detector, and goddamn,
but I'm not going
get
to
a
go back
fucking
and
grip
forth
on
with
reality. You want people to follow you. You want people to follow you, but all you do is fucking damn insult people. That's all you do. You sit out here and insult anybody who's white that doesn't agree with you. Is insulted by you.
I know that this subject matter that you brought forth. He's not here to let freedom of speech and freedom of expression. And he have to attack me because that's the usual.
No, he's not attacking you. You attack me, you dumbass. Can't you remember what your fucking meth head, LSD tripping, heroin addict ass from the 60 cent 10 seconds ago? Jesus Christ, take another hit.
Mandela Khan, he's attacking what you said, Mandela Khan. He's attacking what you said. I don't think he's attacking you as
I tell you what,
individual.
y'all go on. I tell you what, here's what I do. Y'all go on and say,
all right, you're going to run away, Mandela Khan. You're going to run away, and we're not going to solve anything.
No, I'm not running away. I didn't say go on. I didn't say that. I said y'all go on to have your position. That's okay. That's okay. Jamie, Leroy, and you, that's okay. But I want y'all to look right now in Minnesota. Ain't no Black Panthers. Ain't no motherfucking militia or the Ku Klux Klan with guns that's upsetting.
So why is it happening, Mandela Khan? Why are they burning down their own neighborhood? Why are they not burning down the police station? Why are they not burning down the police station, Mandela Khan? Why are they burning down their own houses? Why are they burning down their neighborhood? Why are they burning down the small business owners?
When you look at what actually happened, you saw that in the next few weeks when y'all want to barbecue and celebrate independence, the 4th of July, it's over. This 4th of July is going to show you that the people recognize, burn the motherfucking Constitution, burn the Confederate flag, burn the red, white, and blue,
all right. I don't see one Confederate flag flying in that crowd. I don't see one American flag flying, actually. I don't see any of that. So I don't know why you got to bring that up. That's just your same old spiel that you've been bringing, like the caller said. Private caller, you want to jump in here?
The red, black, and green, the matriarch is in order, and I don't give a goddamn who don't like it over here.
Oh, God.
You
gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Way to break the mood.
Yeah, he broke the mood, didn't he? Yes, hello. What can we do for you? Hello.
I wanted to agree with the dark fellow that it is right for black people to loot so they have things to eat and sell and wear.
This guy's something.
Dear Lord, help us.
I want to.
I know, help us.
Jamie,
you know, we kind of need this, though. We kind of need it. We need to play some music in the background, too. Anybody got some music?
There's the carpet.
Play some Michael Myers music.
Jamie.
Just some porn music.
You want me to insert my penis in your vagina? Jamie,
oh, boy.
You like me, don't you?
All right, private caller. Thank you, Mr. Hello. Thank you. You got your voice across tonight. Man, oh, man. We're in trouble in America, folks. I tried to get the police department on the line. That's what I tried doing, really. But can everyone just be quiet for a minute? I'm going to try calling them back. Please. I'm going to try calling them back. See what happens. No, call failed. All right. I guess. Hang on. I got the wrong number there. I need the Minneapolis State Police. I want to call them and make a complaint. Think they'll take my complaint?
Right.
Minneapolis State Police.
It's our right to redress our grievances, correct?
Yeah. I mean, what are you seeing, though, in Minnesota in the local news? While I got you still on the line, what are you seeing? Because the show is yours. I mean, you were my main guest here tonight before you got so rudely attacked by every which way. What are you seeing out there, and what do you recommend the people do?
Well, here it is. It's real news versus fake news is what it is. Because your major news stations are not going to report what's actually really happening in live time. They're just standing at an angle and giving their viewpoint of everything. Pay attention to your podcast. Pay attention to your live feeds. That's real news.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah,
Get
amen
involved.
to that. Yeah, get involved. Yeah. I got the police department now. I got their number up here. Let me try giving a call and see what happens. This is the Minneapolis Police Department. We'll see what happens. Hello? All right, they are not taking my call, obviously, for some reason. Let me try another number real quick. Watch your background noise, everybody that's on the line. Let's see here. 612. That is Minnesota, 612. Let's see, 612. I need this Minnesota State Police. I want to get a live officer on the line here tonight because I really that would be very interesting to get a live officer to give us a live report, maybe. Oh, let's see here. 612 673. There we go. All right, let's try this one. There we go. Got a dial tone. I got another number too, in case that one don't work.
If your call is regarding the recent police incident over the weekend.
Oh, God, no. What incident is she talking about? The recent police incident. Isn't that interesting how they said that? Is your call regarding the recent police incident? That's very interesting. What was the incident that she's talking about? Let's ask the, hang on here. Oh, boy, is that a 3 or a 5? I don't even know my damn own handwriting here. Hang on. All right, let's see. 4680. 464680. Here we go. All right, here we go. This should be the Minnesota State Police. We'll try them. Here we go. No, wait. I got some people in the chat room.
You have reached the Minnesota State Patrol West Metro District Office. We are currently closed. If this is an emergency,
Oh,
please
damn.
We are located at 2005 North Lilac Drive in Golden Valley, Minnesota, 55422.
Minnesota, you're on the news tonight, Minnesota. All right, let's hang up on them.
Okay, yeah.
We'll hang up on them. Let's try here. Let's try this through what they give me in the chat room here. All right, somebody give me a number here in the chat room. We'll try it, see what happens. Most likely it's not a real number, but we'll try it anyway, and then we'll get back to MandelaCon or 336. They were having a very interesting exchange, actually. But let's try this one here. All right, Minnesota, come on. Do you accept Federal Reserve notes? Let's get back to the fun times, huh? I got another one here for the police, actually. All right, they're not going to answer because they would have answered already. Cancel that call. Cancel it. Nope. Hello? Hello? Yes, hello?
Officer Beavis, Denton County Police.
Yes, how you doing, sir?
Good.
Good. I want to ask you about what's going on in Minneapolis, Minnesota tonight.
Hello.
Can you please? Yes. Is this a Minnesota Officer Beavis? Beavis, an idiot. Hang on, I'll put you on hold there. Let's try to. Let me get a real number here. That number was fake, obviously. All right, let me try this one here. All right, it was unprepared, but we will get a live officer on the line. So everyone's got to watch your background noise because we will get a live officer on the line tonight. I assure you. 6-3. All right, it's live radio, folks. So 6-0. There we go. All right, I think this is the Minnesota State Police right here. I think I'll get them on this one. Go ahead. I'm the only show that does this, by the way. I gotta take credit for that sometimes, you know. Come on, Minnesota State Police. We can always call Wisconsin, see if they're sending reinforcements over. All right. No, we're not getting anything there. All right, let me get some contact numbers up here. We're not getting anything. I'll turn it back over to the phone lines. All right, let's turn it back over to phone lines here. MandelaCon, Jamie from Minnesota, and 336 there. Hang on, I got a private caller here. Private caller, go ahead. Private caller, you want to jump in here? You got something you want to say real quick?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I approve of this message. This is Dr. Peter Paul Ventura.
Oh, God. That's What's up with
nice
this
try.
guy, man? You need to stop. All right, listen, Minnesota, you got the floor here. Go ahead. Let me try to find Minnesota State Police and get some contact and numbers here for them. Go ahead. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
All right. There's a lot of mixed emotions from a lot of different people at a lot of different standpoints here. And I think the only real thing that matters is that justice gets served.
And what justice?
No justice, no peace.
Now, when you say justice gets served, how should justice be served? I mean, obviously the guy's entitled to due process,
just
right?
Just like if I would have went and killed that man, what kind of consequences would be served towards me? I want that same justice for them police officers. Take the costumes away. Take their plastic crap that they have. Take it all away and give full justice where justice is due.
I can't deny that. I'll tell you what.
It doesn't bring a life back. But accountability.
I know, and that's the thing we're missing here, and everyone needs to pay attention to this. Was lost. A life was lost, you know? Imagine if that was your son, you know, or your brother, or your father. You know, a life was lost here. I mean, are we so cold now that, you know, are we so cold that a life that is lost, and we joke about it, and we think it's a joke? I mean, are we that cold today? You know, I mean, come on, man. A life was lost. I mean, the poor guy. What did he do? What did he really do wrong? You know, he didn't hurt nobody. He wasn't out hurting anybody. I mean, damn, man. Shouldn't that arouse you right there? I mean, imagine if that was your son. Imagine if that was your brother, that your father. You know, what have you. I mean, you know, that guy, uncle. I mean, the guy is dead. He's gone. For what reason? Why did he die? You know, we forget that. You know, I mean, I just don't know how to emphasize that. I mean, you know, once a life is gone, it's gone. You know, and we can all debate what happens when you die, if you're going to heaven and hell, blah, blah, blah. We can all debate, but the fact of the matter is that life is gone. That man will not be here tomorrow morning to, you know, enjoy
Now, I'm not saying
life.
this is the case or not, but what if now if it turns out that the dude died from a heart attack or something, not from asphyxiation? I mean, that doesn't give the cops any right to do what they did. I'm just saying.
Well,
does that
did it
change
induce
the
the heart
aspect of
attack,
it?
though?
Maybe he.
You know, did it?
I'm just saying.
Did it
Right
induce
there sounds like a cover-up.
That's possible. I'm just saying.
If they
What
rule
happens
it out
now
a heart attack,
if the medical examiner?
I'm going to call corruption.
If the medical examiner, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the medical examiner says the dude had like freaking, I don't know, 3 times the lethal limit of cocaine in his system, and he died because his fucking heart exploded, not due to asphyxiation at all. So did the cops get off?
Well,
for
you know what?
murder then?
Let me be honest with you. Can I ask you a question? You know what? If he was high on cocaine, and if that was the case, you know what? He didn't need a police officer to induce it, though. You know? I mean,
no, I'm not saying
I mean?
none of that. I'm just saying, does it change people's perspective any? I mean, because then if he died of a heart attack, how could the officers be charged with murder?
There you go. That's a good question. Yeah, that is a good question, actually.
Because they didn't murder him; he murdered himself.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I got
if they didn't handle it
here.
properly, they should lose their job either way. And then if it is the fact that he's choked out, yes, then they should be charged.
Well,
you know what? You're absolutely right. They didn't handle it properly.
By falsifying their own police report.
There you go. Yeah, that's true too. Let me try this number here real quick. Here, yeah, they did. All right, so you're out there in Minnesota. I want you to talk about that in a second. Let me try to call this Minnesota State Police here. I can't get anybody here. Call. They're shutting down all numbers for the Minnesota State Police. Actually, let me try this one here real quick. No, I'm not calling 210 because that's not Minnesota. I'm not calling 210. Let me try this one here. I got for Minnesota State Police here. All right, they're all jammed up. The phone lines are jammed up out there. I mean, obviously, because of what's going on. Let's see, 4680. 4680. Let's try this one. Try this one. This will be the last number I try, and then I'll give everybody the phone lines, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, here we go.
You have reached the Minnesota State Patrol West Metro District Office. We are currently closed. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. We are located at 2005 North Lilac Drive in Golden Valley, Minnesota.
Connect me.
Our office is open Monday through Friday, excluding holidays, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Today's a holiday. All right, they hung up on me. All right, all the phone lines are jammed into Minnesota, guys. So don't even try telling me that you're calling me Minnesota State Police. It's not going to happen. We're not going to get anybody live, I don't think.
Hey, Joe. Here's why I find if you have your guest who's in Minnesota, and she has the audacity to sit here to know that her whole state is in a state of emergency, and you got her as your guest as a live feed, and you knowing, and she know that all lines are jammed for live people to interact with you. And then if you interact, everybody in the city and state know
she doesn't know that.
And here you are. No, but here's the problem. Both of y'all, just like Leroy, y'all feeding into the staged, orchestrated, activated, and presented scenario.
Well, what do you suggest we do, Miguel Con? What do you suggest we do? The floor is everybody's here. Everybody, you got the floor here for the next 10 minutes. Go ahead. Debate yourselves on this. Go ahead. I'm going to open up the floor. Go ahead. Leroy, everybody.
Hey, let me say something first. Let me say something first, okay? The police falsified their own document by saying that he was resisting arrest and combative towards officers. where an innocent bystander recorded the whole thing. He never resisted. He got in the cuffs. The only thing that was exchanged were words, and they weren't even violent words. That's why they got fired.
How did he get out of the car? How did he get out of the car and then get? I mean, how did that all happen? I mean, does anyone got a video of this? The whole video without being cut and everything?
He was dragged out of the car by the police.
Okay. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know. That's why I'm asking. Okay. That's not right there. If he was in the car secured, I mean, why was he dragged out of the car and then freaking suffocated, you know? I mean, what the hell's going on out there, folks? I mean, for God's sake, you know? I mean, I wouldn't want to see anyone on the phone line here tonight that done to you. I wouldn't want to see that, well, except for the guy, Dr. Peter Ventura. That guy right there, I kind of want to see that happen to. But,
hey, Joe.
I don't know, man. What's going on here?
Okay. Hey, Joe, a quick question. You first just said before you look, well, I'm going to take 10 minutes and I'm going to Mandela kind of what? And then I spoke for 30 seconds and then all of a sudden, this shit's...
All right, Mandela Khan, how much time do you need? Go ahead, the floor is yours. Mandela Khan, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
4 days.
Go ahead, Mandela Khan, and then Leroy's going to cue you a new ass. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mandela Khan, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Jamie. And first things first. Last night in the Zoom room, there was the hangings of Mandela Khan, the nigger Mandela Khan, and I'm trying to figure out where was the women in Zoom and Joe Gibson, who was in Zoom. And if you listen to, every time we say from Joe Gibson, look, let's come over to Zoom, some eerie, spine-tingling shit happens, and nobody can ever organize under that concept. Now, back to where we are today. Every one of you know about the total recall of the bait shop. You know about surrounding the capitals and arresting the tyrants. Jamie, you put video, you put footage on your. Look, we got this demonstration. We're doing this. We're doing that. Oh, everything's good and everything's on course. But here's what I'm telling all of you: you're stealing my plank, Joe and John Sean. Let's institute the Second Amendment for which it was intended. That still is not completing the cycle. What I have been telling you for, like you go, you say, well, you've been talking this shit for 7 years, Mandela Khan. I don't see what you see. You're right. Because the people are not assembled. You cannot surround a capital without a people to arrest the tyrants. If you are in a clique, a gang, a militia, a Black Panther, New Black Panther, or a Save the Children, I give a damn, you're not going to arrest the tyrants because you don't have the exigency of class.
All right, and Mandela Khan, with Leroy
6,
on the phone line here, I just want everyone to know, by chance, Leroy, you're absolutely right. They are burning down businesses. I saw that on the Fox 61 news.
Okay.
But,
they're going into UPS store. They're going into UPS store and stealing other people's packages.
Come on. Mandela Khan, stop, please.
The fact of the matter is...
hang on. All right, Mandela Khan, I got to mute you, Mandela Khan, because Leroy wants to speak. Go ahead, Leroy, and then I'll bring back Mandela Khan.
The fact of the matter is they're to protest something that happened. But they're going in there. They're setting fire to stores now. They're going into the UPS store, and they just showed that in the news. They're taking people's packages and walking out like it's theirs, stealing shit that doesn't belong to them. You know what? They should be arrested. They should be the ones being choked down on the floor right now. Especially if law enforcement's already told them to go home. They're not peacefully protesting. Everybody has the right to peacefully protest. Once you start destroying public property and private property, your life is at danger by either the property owner or law enforcement.
Yeah, what does police do then, Leroy? I got to agree with you on that. So the police, then they have to keep peace, right? That's their job, keep peace. I mean, if there's not law and order, what the hell do? They got to shoot tear gas into the damn crowd if you're burning down people's houses. I mean, if I'm sitting here in my house, right, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, oh, my God, they're out there rioting, and all of a sudden these looters come in and start breaking my windows and want to steal my flat screen TV, and I'm calling 911, help, help. I mean, you're damn right. You know, I mean, for God's sake.
Yeah.
You know, where do we draw the line? I don't know.
I'm actually watching the live security footage from a security camera from the camera next door of the arrest right now. We're going to see what happens. You got plenty of time left, so Let me shut up and let Jamie or Medelicon go while I watch.
Yeah.
And,
and by the way, folks, we'll be doing a show here soon because, by the way, I am single now, so maybe we'll do a date night show. I need a new girlfriend. What do you think about that one, Leroy? That'd be a good show, right?
Oh boy.
No men. I don't date men, no. All right, Medelicon, go ahead. Then Jamie from Minnesota. Go ahead.
Here you go. Guess what? This is a show that
619, I see you.
You and this same guy were supposed to meet and destroy and fuck each other up. Okay?
We
you
did.
And the same guy.
We beat each other up so bad that we're right now.
Isn't it extraordinary that right now y'all going to let Uncle Scam off the table for genocide and state-sponsored terrorism?
Hey, Leroy, how's your right eye? My freaking right arm is killing me, man. From when you freaking almost broke it. Leroy had me down on the ground.
The fact of the matter is, you know what? We'll meet sometime again another damn day. But right now, there's more important things going on. And you know what, Medelicon? If I went 10 minutes down the road from your house, your ass wouldn't show up either. So shut the fuck up. Your greasy ass couldn't fly down there on a bucket of chicken.
Oh, no.
You just a social media bully under Uncle Scam, and you are only here to talk tough behind the mother.
Shut up for a minute. Shut up. Medelicon, be quiet, please. Calm down for a minute. 619, come on. 619, go ahead. Come on. And by the way, Leroy did get me pretty good, actually. He like freaking got me, man. He freaking ripped my arm. I'm in bad shape right now.
All right,
well, I'm going to get mine, though.
619.
Hey, this is Doug. I wanted to ask Jamie if the carpet matches the drapes. This is drug.
Shut up. Shut up. That's disgusting, man. Don't disrespect my guests like that. Shut up. That's the same guy that gave me that does the nonsense with Dr. Peter Ventura crap.
I know.
Jamie, the floor is yours. Go ahead. Don't worry about it, Jamie. Jamie is a friend of mine, by the way, so if you disrespect her, you're pissing me off, and probably Leroy, too. So just knock it off. Jamie, go ahead. The floor is yours, and then we're going to do closing thoughts. Well, actually, Leroy said he was going to do some research on something, a camera that he wanted to watch. So
he's
number
watching
one, everybody.
The feed that I've seen earlier.
Okay.
It'll be interesting once he sees that. I don't agree with any of the outrage that is taken upon surrounding businesses. The whole fact of the matter is it's supposed to be a friendly protest. Stand firm, stand strong, don't back down. I mean, that's what we needed, and we were doing great all day. I mean, they've been cornered there now for, 3 days? Stuck in their precinct for 3 days. I mean, it's good. It's finally time that we step up and speak up. But, the outrage, the anger should be directed towards standing firm and not backing down. No violence should be taking place.
You're right. You're right.
I'm so at loss for words.
And Jamie, look, you're very educated. I know that. I've seen the shit that you put on Facebook and everything. You are a very educated woman and very, very smart and intelligent. And what I'm trying to say is that people need to pay attention to what you're saying. But this whole thing that's happened with this whole, I mean, where do we draw the line? I mean, what do we do? What's the next step here? I mean, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to throw that out there.
It's out of control.
I mean, I know you can't
it's out of control. Someone needs to step in and take the ones out that are causing harm onto other people. And the rest need to stay there and stand firm. That's what needs to take place right now.
Yeah, that video doesn't show much. I mean, it shows him being taken out of his car and brought up to the side of a building where he's handcuffed. And he's got a shirt on. Then it cuts out, and the next video you see is him laying down beside the cop car with his shirt off. So some type of scuffle happened.
His shirt's on, because if you watch the other ones, when he gets onto the gurney, his shirt's on.
It is on. You can't see it in the one video.
Right. You can't. You got to watch all them videos. If you go on
I don't watch
YouTube
5.
and you
I'm
type
done.
in, just no, I'm serious. Like for Layer Leroy, if you type in Minneapolis, I can't breathe, it's going to give you a line of videos. I need you to go down that line a little ways, and you'll see all different views of what took place. These are live feeds from people that were there.
To pick up for Leroy in his defense, you know what? Years ago, we didn't have all these videos, and we didn't have these problems. You know, I mean, the truth came out, and now we got all these video angles, and it's even more freaking distorted with lies. I mean, how do we get around this shit? I mean, damn, is society that broken that we just can't get the answers anymore, the truth? I mean, that's what I'm trying to get at for real. I mean, I don't want to see anyone lose their life, black, white, whatever.
Nobody
female,
does.
man. You know, I mean, it's just, I mean, what's going on here, guys? I mean, is there any answer to this? Is there any solution for real? I mean, you know, I don't know. It's sad. It's sad, man.
Nobody wants to see anybody get killed. That's for sure. Whether it's by police or by a person, nobody wants to see that. And you know, I don't like seeing people get hurt. But you know, there's the problem is it's been so overrated and so much published on the media for all the wrong reasons and cases that where the perpetrator was completely guilty. But then you get people like the president up there going, that could have been my son, or interjecting his 2 cents in there before any of the facts came out. It creates this big sense of urgency and madness and frustration among people that go out there and do this shit before anything comes out. You know, it's a proven fact now that, you know, stuff like Trayvon and the other guy, that I forgot where he was at, somewhere down in Mississippi or Louisiana, whatever. You know, the one did charge the police officer, one did reach for his gun. You know what? If you're a police officer, someone's reaching for your gun, it's not to oil it for you, okay? Kill the fucker. It's real simple. Just like the police officer has the same right as me, you, and anybody else. If you are in danger, you have the right to defend yourself with up to and including deadly force. It doesn't matter if you're black, you're white, you're brown, you're a damn dog. It doesn't matter. You're dead. Plain and simple. And if you're not dead, you ought to be serving that damn police officer or whoever dinner for the rest of their damn lives because they had every right to kill you just like anybody else does.
Right, Leroy. And that takes me back to this morning when my kids looked at me and said, Mom, you would have died trying to save that man. That's what killed my kids this morning because they know who I am. I mean,
but you also you know, if your kids are going to see that, and if kids are going to see that, and you also got to make them understand, not all cops are bad. This happens, and sometimes it happens
not
because
what
it's due
what
to the
they've
perpetrator.
seen was I would not stop. I would not let anybody interfere with me saving someone's life in that type of situation. Saying I'm going to go balls to the walls at everything. In that situation,
I know what
I
you're
would have been holding my phone and a live fucking feed, doing nothing and saying something. I would have been
but you know what happens nowadays? Say this guy lived, but he was down. But the cop was down there and he had his knee on the back of his neck. All of a sudden, you're going over there trying to help him, and now this dude laying on the ground suing you because you know he said you broke his neck. You can't help people no more. Everyone is too fucking sue happy. You see someone dying on the side of the road ran over by a car, you just keep fucking driving. Dial 911. Let somebody else worry about it. Because you can't stop and help anybody because your ass is going to get sued now, whether you're right or wrong.
I don't care. I would have tried.
As a little old lady, I might, but you know what? These people nowadays, I'm not helping nobody do a damn thing unless they ask for it. And then once they ask, it's different. Because you know what? It's just I'm not getting sued. You know, I'm not talking about this particular case. I'm talking about in general.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I got to agree with him in a way. You know, because you don't know who's truthful and who's lying and what's bullshit out there anymore. I mean, damn, the world is so freaking fucked up. Oh, I mean, damn, it's sad in a way. It really is. I mean, what are we to believe? I mean, just think back when we were kids, 30 years ago, 40 years ago even. You know, I was 6 years old 40 years ago. I mean, damn, look how much shit's changed, man. You know, I mean, I don't know.
There's no credibility there's no credibility. Nobody's held accountable no more, especially in the media. They're not reporters. They're not journalists. They're nothing. They're all out there to say what they want to say, and there's no repercussions no matter how wrong they are. Even when companies are, when media outlets are proven wrong that they altered audio or altered video to deceive,
you remember
no
that?
repercussions.
Yeah, remember that? 210. You want to say something, 210?
Hi, I had a question for Jamie, the lady. Would you sell me your used tampons?
Hey, is money making deals?
Hey, you can make some money. Hey, why not?
Are you using it for bait or what?
How much you willing to pay, 210? How much? Can I get a percentage on this? Do I get a percentage or what?
Right? Let me hear the numbers. Let me hear the numbers.
Yeah, right. Let's hear the numbers. Private caller. You've been waiting 43 minutes, private caller. Let's see what you got to say. I can only imagine.
Is this my number again? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
hello.
Well,
yeah, it's Angel Lady Love. Go ahead. Sorry.
Talk over me when I talk. What's wrong with you? Damn. The bottom line, the young man just said, hello? He just asked her, would she sell him used tampons? This is one of the variables. Hello? This is one of the variables that I'm trying to bring to you all's attention.
Hello?
That these degenerates, the Canaanites, conquistadors in every race, creed, and color, they eat people's hearts. They want fetuses. They want the blood.
Oh, wow.
Just like the antigens.
Maybe they just want it for bait.
They want some melanin. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's what these degenerates do. So you know what? And by the way, Joe Gibson, you said that you're a racist. If you're Caucasian, you can never be a racist. Okay? When you understand the meaning of race.
I need you to come. Can you come to Rockingham County, North Carolina? I need you to tell the judge
just
that.
like I told you the other day, nigger is a royal word. It stems from
I know, but I'm a racist, though. I'm a racist, according to the judge.
Emperors of Ethiopia.
Hello?
Okay?
Hello?
You
Hello?
can still look
Okay, let's do a fact about this neighborhood right here. I have the only mixed child in this frickin' neighborhood or neck of the woods.
Hello. No, that you're a racist then. You're a racist.
I must
Angel Lady Love, I need you to call me about that because the judge says I'm a racist. I'm a racist because I called my son a monkey. Yeah. I mean, they're little monkeys, you know. They like to jump around and everything. They're monkeys. I mean, what? That makes me a racist. Yeah, for real. Look at the court transcripts. But anyway, all right. I know we got plenty of time left, but we need to wrap it up here because I'm starting to get a little. These people here are really starting to really get on my nerves.
Some kind of way. You're getting some kind of way.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to let you. All right, Leroy, you go first. Go ahead. I'm going to give you the floor first. And then we'll get Mandelicon in there, and then Jamie can wrap it up for us. How about that? That should take us right to the minute mark. Go ahead, Leroy.
Yeah. Well, it's giving Mandelicon 4 damn days, but you know, it's just I don't know. It's. I always tell people to keep an open mind about everything. Now, if you was there and you seen exactly what happened, that's the only way we should be commenting on it right now. To look at someone's cell phone or look at some video or something that could be altered or edited, you know, let's talk to eyewitnesses on the ground that happened. Because the same thing happened with, I can't remember, what was the dude's name, Michael, whatever, or whatever down south. The same thing happened to him. This is, you know, everyone on the ground was screaming, oh, he didn't do that. He came out with his hands up and blah, blah, blah. And then somebody actually came forth with cell phone footage of him rushing the damn cops. So, I mean, you know, it's time. All this stuff needs time. And, you know, do they have the right to protest? Yes. I won't say an innocent guy died because he wasn't innocent, but he didn't deserve to die for what he did. No. But you got to give it time. And to sit out there and tear up your own cities, your own communities, half them people in there burning down AutoZone was probably in there buying, you know, spark plugs or something the day before or whatever. and they're smashing windows. It's idiotic to act like a bunch of fucking animals, and that's why no one takes you seriously. You know, and they're sitting out there showing people on the streets, and there's all these damn fucking jigaboos running up, giving gang signs. And I'm not saying just black people. I'm saying white people, they're all giving gang signs and all this other crap. You know, who the hell's going to take you seriously, man? First of all, you need to learn something besides Ebonics. Learn English and get up, you know, and do something constructive. You know, like I said, instead of tearing up the city, why not you put your brains to work? Take our radio station or something. Yeah, that's illegal too, but at least you're not breaking nothing. At least you're not destroying something. Take over a damn TV station. Do something, you know, get your message out there in a more constructive way. No, we want stuff for free, so we're going to use this to bust a window and go in there and get me my new damn freaking windshield wipers. Or what the hell ever they're doing, stealing people's packages. That's wrong, and it happens every freaking time. So, you know, and just to go back with Mandela to say this ain't the Black Revolution of the 60s or something like that. There was no damn Black Revolution in the 60s. What the hell are you talking about? There was a people revolution in the 60s where people got tired of bullshit going on and stuff, just like women and everything else when they went for the right to vote and equal rights and everything else. People at MendelCon make this a freaking race event, no matter what it was. It don't matter if that dude identified as being Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It'd still be a black against a white thing in their eyes. They don't ever want to accept the responsibility for anything, and there's always somebody to blame. And if you've been listening to them for 7 years, you know it's always Uncle Scam, Uncle this, Uncle this. Yeah, they are to blame for a lot of shit. But if it sucks that damn bad, go somewhere else already. Jesus Christ, and quit fucking complaining. If you want to change the world, get out from behind that computer screen and start doing something about it. And I don't want to hear shit that, oh, you did this and you did that 20, 30, 40 years ago. What have you done lately, motherfuckers? You know, you're not doing that. Just like all these people with the Patriot movement and everything. They're real big keyboard Rambos. They'll tell you exactly what you're going to do and what you need to do, like the John Songs and everything, while they're sitting back on their crippled ass playing on their cell phones, mooching off somebody else. There's nobody out there serious and getting involved doing nothing. They're all blowing smoke up each other's ass. That's all they are, smoke blowers.
All right.
I'm good.
All right, Jamie. All right. Hang on. Let me get Mendelcon on here. Mendelcon. Hang on. Mendelcon wants to go first. Go ahead, Mendelcon.
Okay, that's fine.
I want you to wrap it up, Jamie.
Oh, you want Jamie to wrap it up?
No,
you want me to go now?
No, Jamie. Yeah, I want you to go now. Go ahead. Do your rascal stuff.
Here's another scenario, guy. Or not really another scenario, but currently right now as we speak, okay, so we got this assembly going on in Minnesota, while at the same time there's one going on in Boston and New York, and I do believe Texas, currently today, that have been going on for the last few days. So I feel in time, right now is a time we need to step up. I'm not saying cause violence, but assemble in a peaceful way. I yield, Mendelcon. Roll with it.
Go ahead, Mendelcon.
What is this? We interacting or this closing comments? I need to know.
Go ahead, Mendelcon. Closing thoughts.
Close it up, Mendelcon.
Closing thoughts. There'll be no me putting you in your place.
Very good. Very good.
Well, hurry up. Come on. Chop.
I'll tell you what. Jamie, you go, because you got a lot to say. Go ahead, Jamie.
I just said it, man. It's not only Minnesota that's going on. Minnesota's out of control right now, but hey, look at Boston, look at New York, look at Texas. Do you have anything to say? Say it now. Go.
He was too busy puffing out a Pepsi can with holes poked in it.
Okay, Joe?
Come on, Mendelcon, spit it out. Come on, because I'm going to get ready to wrap it up. Come on, hurry up. Come on.
Okay. Now, I disagree, and I can prove that all you three blind mice who's been putting 4th tonight because this is supposed to be my closing comments. So I know Jamie, you, or Leroy won't say a goddamn thing. Now,
oh God,
here's where we're going right now, 2020. In a few weeks, all y'all gonna get your barbecue for the 4th of July Independence.
Why do you hate the 4th of July so much?
Yes,
you notice that? Why does he hate the 4th of July?
Oh, okay. This is not my time. I can't get my closing comments. You go. Whoever want to talk, you go ahead, and I'll get my closing comments.
No, Don, you got closing thoughts. Go ahead. Come on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, I got 857 here. 857, maybe. 857. Go ahead. What do you want to say? 857. Go ahead. No, 857. You pressed 1.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Joe?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Just calling in to say what's up. Wanted to give you a little bit of update on the Jerome situation.
All right, I don't need to hear that, by the way. All right, 908. Go ahead. Oh God, I really don't care.
Hey, Joe.
I moved on. 908. Go ahead.
Hey, Joe. It's Bill. How are you doing? I wanted to give you an update on the GoFundMe. We got $10 raised, and we can give it to that Negro for some batteries.
Okay.
Oh, that was kind of rude. That was very disrespectful.
Yeah, that was rude. That was
bye-bye.
very rude. Yeah, bye. I mean, come on, man. We got a lot of fans out there to the show. I just wish everybody get on the same page. All right, Mandela-Khan, can you spit it out in a couple minutes here? Can you spit it out? Can you, make your point here without talking about the 4th of July and rhyming time at every time? Come on. Help me out here.
Well, I tell you what. If you want to steer and dictate what I say, I don't have nothing to say. But if you give me
all right.
Mandela-Khan
said he had nothing to say, everybody. All right. Come on, man. Say your piece, please.
This so-called Independence Day is going to be like no other. How do I know that? Because it falls on a Saturday. And I know that Jamie, I know that John Shaw, I know that the militia in Michigan, the militia in North Carolina, Virginia, all y'all are surrounding the Capitol when you think it's safe. And
are we going to Zoom
to
tonight, Mandela-Khan? Hey, Jamie, you need to advertise your Zoom channel. I forgot about that. You need to advertise your Zoom channel.
That's her story. That's her story.
Okay, I'll make my closing comments once y'all do that. Go ahead, Jamie. Go.
Yeah, I don't know what my Zoom number is offhand, off the top of my head.
Because we've been going to Sarah's room lately again, and I was thinking about you last night because they were picking on me. I was sitting there, and everybody was picking on me. They were like, "Oh, Joe
Gibson, goddamn lie!
Really
I was supposed to be home last night, and I was called a nigga last night."
I mean, I guess I don't look too good.
I'll get my closing comments when you
for
allow.
that room. I guess I haven't been in that room. I really don't care to be in that room because all of it is
I was in my
bickering
tank
and
top
fighting.
last night, flexing I was in there flexing my muscles, and everybody was making fun of me. So I don't know. You have to go.
Why don't you go in there no more? Did Mark Johnson try to pick you up?
I guess I just don't have time for the fuckery that goes on in that room.
You don't have to answer. I just figured Mark Johnson.
The three blind
Mark was
Jamie, Leroy, and
come on, man. Mark Johnson ain't good.
I can't get my closing comments in because y'all keep interrupting
you
and disrupting.
It out already. Come on, we got 36 minutes.
Well, if your closing comments are the same as your opening comments, just say ditto and be done.
I'll tell you what. Let me tell you this. Cook your motherfucking barbecue on the 4th. That's on a Saturday. But from the 7th of July, which is on a Monday, you're going to see something that you've never seen before. And, Jamie, I don't give a fuck what your militia be doing. You did not arrest no tyrant in Minnesota. Whatever you did in the militia of North Carolina, whatever militia did in Virginia.
He was never in North Carolina.
Michigan. None of you arrested the tyrant. But Class Action 567 and Mandela-Khan under the matriarch, that's the executive order and the exigency. And we're going to win.
All right, you heard everybody. Mandela-Khan's going to arrest the tyrant. All right, I got to wrap it up, guys.
We're going to win.
Go to Zoom tonight.
We're going to win.
Go to Jamie.
Why don't
I can't get my closing comments. I tell you what,
go.
Y'all go ahead and let me know when I get my closing comments. Go ahead. Whoever
You
wants to
just
talk.
did. You just did.
I'll shut up.
Jamie, thank you for getting me the show tonight. I mean, we did have quite a large crowd, so thank you, Jamie. I appreciate it.
Not a problem, and I
Leroy,
will send you guys my Zoom room number. Okay.
Yes,
please. And fuck the militia
we can get on
and who's
camera
ever marching
together.
on the camera.
Oh yeah, we can get
fuck
we can
them
get,
all.
we can get on camera
fuck
together.
Them
Oh yeah.
all.
All right. Good night, Ms. Elgon.
Fuck